Before we move any further, I just want to talk to you about this idea around becoming situational. And this is something that has really helped me, A, to learn Spanish better, but also to appear better at Spanish than maybe I actually am. And that is the idea around becoming comfortable and being really good in specific situations. But not just because you're good in those situations, but because those are the situations that you're actually going to be in. For example, I don't necessarily like going to the museum. So at the start of my Spanish journey, there's no point me spending loads of time learning museum-based vocabulary, learning vocabulary about like art and stuff like that, because it's not really what I do. What I do like to go is I like to go to football games and I like to go to the pub. So it's important for me to learn vocabulary around stadium, player, referee, beer, pint, etc, etc. So what you may have seen in other sections is at times when I'm introducing new vocabulary, I'm also asking you to include your own vocabulary when you're creating your revision decks, when you're going through your learning, when you're creating your quizzes, whatever it might be to help you learn. The reason being is like I say, it's important to become good in situations that you're actually going to be in. So when I've introduced vocabulary around food, I may not have included your favorite food that you're going to need to know when you go to restaurants. So one thing that is really important that I just wanted to take a quick pause to mention, make sure that when you're doing your learning, when you're answering some of the questions and going through some of the exercises in these sections, make sure you're answering those and your learning is really focused around the situations that you're going to be in. If you love football, make sure you know the words for to play, to kick, to pass, to run, stadium, referee, etc, etc, etc. If you love art, learn all the colours, learn the verb for to paint, to draw, to frame, etc, etc. But just a key note before we move any further.